to the fundamental question. Why do people do what they do? Well, we start with the formula here, be, do, have. People have certain things in their life because they do certain actions, because of who they believe that they are, who they are being, yep? So let's take a bit of an example. Let's say your partner, for example, when they go to bed, they have to have a certain routine or else they believe that they won't have a certain type of sleep. You know, they're not going to have a good night's sleep. They've got a whole bunch of beliefs that this needs to happen in order for me to get to sleep, okay? So that's one of their beliefs. In that case, for them to have a good night's sleep, they believe that they've got to do these actions, yeah? Let's talk about it on a values level. Let's say you've done your values assessment with me as one of my clients, and we've discovered that family is your number one priority, and then business, and then say health, for example. That's the order of them. So if family is your number one priority and you've got sick kids and you want to stay home with them, then rather than go and do your exercise, then of course family is going to be what decides what you actually do in order to have the result that you want. So spend time with your kids. And then with your identity as well. One of the common things I hear with a lot of business owners when they first start with me is they say, oh, I'm just not that smart. And I sort of sit back in amazement and go, but you do this with your business, and they do all sorts of amazing things technically with their hands that I just look at and go, wow, that's incredible. How do you do that? I feel like I'm the dummy when I'm looking at what they do in their business and vice versa. But the point is they can learn from me what to do. So it's just interesting to watch that dynamic. So that's taking the iceberg, and the B part translates to all of this stuff down here, who someone believes that they are, and then the do is up here. So the actions, the physical motor movements that we see. The iceberg's like a human being. Here's the arms and legs out here and what they're doing, but here is the mind down here in who they are being. And then of course, as a result, these are the things they get to have. Sometimes we need to be patient with people, because if we had the experiences, grown up in the environment, and all the things that they have in their life that determines how they use this formula, then we get a better understanding of why they do what they do. Now, sometimes if somebody doesn't do what we want them to do, it'll come down to one of three things. It's either going to be they don't have the knowledge to do it, so within our team, the skills to do it, or maybe they don't have the attitude. And the combination of those three things determines whether someone is going to do the activity or not. So how does that apply here? Well, we've talked about skills, and then we've talked about knowledge. So skills and beliefs to a certain degree come into knowledge. So that's their skills, that's their knowledge, and then their attitude is largely determined by all this stuff down the bottom. What they believe, what their values are, and what their identity are. As a business owner, we can influence the skills and the knowledge. We can train them with more things. We can give them more knowledge. However, a lot of the time what we see, if they don't have the right sort of attitude, it doesn't matter what skills and knowledge that they have, they're just not going to do it. So being able to recognize where you can influence someone is critically important. Also for yourself, if you're not doing things that you need to do, have a look at it. Is it the skills? Is it the knowledge? Or is my attitude or my beliefs, values, or identity is what needs to change? And that's one of the things I do with you as your coach, is help you change some of these to get the business that you want. So hopefully that's been helpful to you today in understanding why people do what they do or why they don't do what they do, including yourself. I'm Brad Flynn, and thanks for watching.